all she wanted you to do is just like acknowledge that you're the father. I'm like, wait, what the? Is this serious?
Who said that?
So many of my friends out here testing me.
Oh yeah, true. She did tell me that like because you weren't responding to her being pregnant, that she had to get her friends.
That we once had a conversation that even if you get pregnant, you're gonna get abortion. And then they did even if you're pregnant, yeah, go get abortion. What the fuck?
Why you didn't want to have it?
No. I'm like, wait.
Hello my people, and welcome back to the channel where we dissect, discuss, and deconstruct the curated lives of influencers. Today we're diving into the tangled web of deception, curated perfection, and the human reality behind Annie Drea's online persona. Let's just say this isn't your average tea.
You see, this is not your everyday average situation.
So here's a quick rundown because the thread was long. A woman named Odie shared a Twitter thread about discovering that a man she had been seeing for 5 months was also in a serious relationship with Annie Drea, a self-proclaimed influencer with an image of empowerment and glamour. Turns out Annie was pregnant, the guy didn't want the child, and get this, he allegedly had no papers. This man, who had planned trips with Odie but ghosted her last minute, was the same one posing as Annie's love partner in her vacation photo. Odie eventually contacted Annie to inform her about the man's duplicity. What followed were phone calls, but Annie later cropped screenshots and shared them online to suit her narrative.
Like the weirdest energy coming towards me while I was carrying her. Throughout my pregnancy, I was furious at the fact that this could even happen, that I even entertained anyone that could bring that type of energy to my baby in my womb. Now I look back and I'm just like, the moment a grown adult that is touching 30 tries to come for little baby in the womb, those type of people that are sick like that and like vibe off being sick like that are just people that are just like deranged, like not even deranged, you know, the type of people that just like, I feel sympathy. Like there is no one or nothing that could ever make me come for unborn life. But I couldn't get my head around that when I was pregnant. And
portraying herself as the victim while maintaining her glossy influencer image. Like, why bring this drama back a year later on Odie's birthday unprovoked? Talk about holding on to grudges.
You still holding a grudge.
Testing baby. And you know, just me. All she wanted you to do is just like acknowledge that you're the father. I'm like, wait, what the? Is this serious?
Who said that?
So many of my friends out here testing me.
Oh yeah, true. She did tell me that like because you weren't responding to her being pregnant, that she had to get her friends.
They were testing me, and I'm like, I don't even know these people. What the fuck? They don't even know we were casually. They don't even know. Like, wait, did you tell them that? Did you tell them that we once had a conversation that even if you get pregnant, you're gonna get abortion?
This is insane. This is so crazy from what she said to me.
Thank you. I didn't even care about you wanting to know that, or you believing one story or the side. So I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna entertain it. So I picked up the phone. Hey, what's up? Okay, what happened? And then they even if you're pregnant, yeah, go get abortion. What the fuck?
Why you didn't want to have it?
No. I'm like, wait, no, I have a kid with her. I don't want to have a kid at all.
Yeah, because you already have your son.
Thank you. You knew about this because I once shared my story with you. Like, whoever that's gonna have a child.
Talked about this. She was like, that's what you were gonna have a child with. You were gonna marry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I was.
That's why I believed her when she said that you guys were engaged.
Engaged?
And
where?
That's what she told me. She told me you guys were engaged. She told me this. I'm not lying to you. My friends bear me witness. Literally.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Whatever she tell you,
she even came on social media and she was making it seem like she had a ring on her finger because she started this shit with me back in March again. She brought this shit back up this March, and she was on this podcast, the same podcast that I found out that made me realize that, oh, you guys are probably dating each other. She came back on the same podcast with your child, and she had this engagement ring on her finger.
You know, I'm sorry. The fact that you guys are saying this, I've never actually looked at it once.
You need to.
Why?
You need to.
Why would I have to address it?
Well, true. Because people don't know. The good thing in your favor is that people don't know who you are besides me.
And also, I don't live in the UK. I live in America. So I don't have to address nothing to anybody. Just saying.
So she can live that fantasy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She had told me that, okay, yeah, one thing that she wanted me to do, that she's not getting abortion, and two is the fact that, hey, you know what? she is gonna take care of the baby. All she wanted me to do, she understand my situation. I can travel out the country. She understand that I have the money.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But she's gonna take care of her like that. I'm like, hey, I am not accepting responsibility for this because guess what? Number one, you was dating another person while we was dating.
Yeah,
and I know that person.
She told me.
She lived in Jersey. The one time you guys hang out, guess what? Did you guys have sex? It was a guy.
Oh, okay.
I asked her, the one time you guys hang out, did you have sex with her? Did you have sex with him? She said no. I'm like, okay, you know, why am I even asking this shit? I don't want the baby. Fuck that. She keep telling me like, hey, you're gonna accept the responsibility. I don't care, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. Mind you, my mom didn't know about this. None of my friends knew about this. So I was just playing along with everything. Then she had told me
she said that your granddaughter, your daughter knows about your mom. Like she knows, like the family knows about she probably. You really need to look at her social media.
So I'm not
you're aware, but I get why you don't want.
So I'm just telling you the story about her everything away.
Okay.
Then she keeps pressuring me like, hey, you're gonna take responsibility, and more so, you know what? I don't need your money. I don't need anything from you. You just take responsibility so that my daughter knows, or whoever knows. Although she had told me she already knew what the gender of the baby will be. I'm like, this kid must be fucking crazy. You just got pregnant. And now you're already telling me that you know the gender of the baby, all of this stuff. Like,
yeah, she told me that too. She told me literally that
she had a dream.
She had a dream.
All of this stuff. Like, why am I in your dream? So I was like, okay.
This shit is so crazy.
So now I'm gonna talk. Okay.
Go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead. Then you can have your own say.
Go ahead.
So during the time I was dating you, I was dating her, and I was dating another girl named Chantel.
It's funny. She told me about that. She was like, "Oh, and by the way, like there was another girl," and I was like, "Do you not understand that makes you look stupid? Because you're the one that wants to pursue me seriously, not me, and probably not Chantel either."
This is what I'm saying. I'm just gonna explain to you.
Sorry.
Then you can just give the feedback. I just wanted to share everything with you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I was dating Chantel. I was dating her. I was dating you. Okay. All three at the same time. None knew each other. Mm-hmm. Chantel, I did tell her by myself, like, hey, you know what? I want her to pursue somebody that will be really, really interested to pursue like a relationship with her. Mm-hmm. But she said no, that she will wait for me because she had been heartbroken before. A guy that she was dating at that time got a girl pregnant. You want me to turn it back on?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if you were cold, that's why.
No, I'm not.
So I did tell her like, hey, I'm not ready for anything serious. And more so, you know what, I'm seeing other girl, so you should be seeing another guy too. She was sad about it. And I understand because, she caught feelings for me. Although I do like her as well. So that's one. Two, with her, yeah, I was spending more time with her because, whenever she flew from London out here, she has once told me that the actual reason why we actually casual dating is because I'm making her money. Which is like me taking her out, we going out to places, spa, all of those things. She she's taking the opportunity to explore NYC. And also with her vlogging, because then I didn't even know what she did for a living.
Oh, yeah,
I've never looked at YouTube before. She always tell me to look into it. I'm like, I'm not a YouTube. I barely even look at YouTube myself for anything. So that is that. Then with you, yeah, we were casually dating. You was asking me, I think about a few times, what are we?
No, I didn't. Oh, you're lying really badly.
Okay.
I never did that.
Wait. Okay.
The only one thing I asked you was you were doing certain things. I'm like, oh, I think he kind of likes me. So I would ask you there was one time
and it said no. So I'm like, you know what? And it's a non-refundable.
Yeah.
And then guess what? She was coming to the States. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, she knew I didn't want anything serious with her. We already made clear conversation about that. So yeah, you know what? And she also told me that, hey, you know what? You make me money when you're taking me to all these places. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what, let's go. But I didn't tell her that. I was just like, you know what, do you want to go on a road trip? She said, yeah, why not? A few days? Fine. It was a disaster. You were in there.
You called me during the trip, I remember.
I did?
Yes. That's how I know your story's not aligning really well because you don't even remember you calling me when you were on that trip. And something told me in my gut, I was like, oh, he's not here because you called me. There was no, and I remember, I know that
I did call you on that trip.
Yes, you did. That's how I know your story's not aligning. It's not
aligning.
Because even from what you're recollecting, and that's what I'm saying. I'm happy I kept our text messages.
Yeah.
So eventually, when I do, is your number still the same?
Yeah.
I'll unblock you. And I'll show you everything.
Wait, what do you mean my story is not aligning about me not taking you?
No, about you saying that you didn't want to take me because
they said, damn, at this point you might as well just take somebody. I'm like, but if I do take her, that means I'm trying to make a clear conversation about like, okay, I really want her because based on the conversation that we had 2 weeks prior, okay? Then that happened. Then I told Drea, like, okay, you know what, let's go. We went, it was a disaster. You are not there, you know. And then we both, after the trip, I dropped her off to our Airbnb. That was it. I literally told her as well what I told you, like, hey, you know what, I'm sorry. I don't want nothing anymore right now. But good luck, even when you come back to the States, hey, you can hit me up if I'm free. Yeah, we can hang out. But after this, that's it. Immediately, she blocked me. I blocked her. Fine. Good.
Now let's talk about the facade. Annie portrays herself as an empowered, successful family woman, but reality paints a different picture. Fighting over a man who explicitly said he wanted an abortion and isn't involved in her child's life, that's not giving empowerment, it's giving desperation. Her online apology didn't address the core issues.
Recently, a lot has gone on social media regarding myself. Completely spiraled, lost my cool, I guess some will say crashed out on the internet. I want to take full accountability and just own up to the fact that I should have never ever brought something so personal onto social media. I believe that there were definitely ways that I could have handled this differently. I have been dealing with a lot behind the scenes. The stuff I've been dealing with involves my child,
leaving followers to wonder, who is the real Annie? Remember, curated live online is often as real as not even a Hollywood script, a Nollywood script. The cropped screenshots she shared only fueled this narrative, designed to sway public opinion. Meanwhile, she's with someone new, yet she still found time to revisit the drama a year later, targeting Odie on her birthday. The disconnect between Annie's online persona and these real-life actions are glaring. And it's strange because Annie has a following and she knows that if she posts something like that online, her fans are gonna pay attention to it and might end up sending hate to the person that she's targeting.
The whole Annie Drea situation has taught me 2 things, right? First things first, everybody online is lying. Everybody, including me. Everyone is lying. But if you're gonna lie, lie well. Don't lie for man. Lie to advance your career and make sure you don't get caught. Lie to make yourself look better. Lie to get better opportunities. Lie for those reasons and make sure you don't get caught. So don't leave loose ends. The second thing, decenter yourself from men. The moment as a woman you decenter yourself from men is the moment you become great. Because let me tell you, in a friend group, we always have that girl, that boy crazy girl that we make fun of. Everybody has it. And we all know how those type of people move mad. For example, one week they're dating a lawyer, suddenly they're wearing suits. The week after they're dating roadman, and now they're wearing trackies and being all about the street life. The week after that, they're dating a real estate agent, and suddenly it's about telling everybody invest in houses. Like those people that any type of man will make you change your personality because they are so boy crazy, they are so boy starved that if a rubbish man comes, they immediately turn to rubbish to please him. We all have those people. And let me tell you, in the history of life, any great woman's downfall, 99.9% of the time, is because of the man they're involved with, or the man they're trying to impress, or the man they're trying to get. It's always because of man. The moment you remove and cut off that line, everybody wants man. We get it. We love man. We get it. The moment you cut off that line is the moment you become great. I'm telling you. So these are the 2 things he's taught me. Number 1, lie, but make sure you lie well. Number 2, decenter yourself from men because it's really pathetic. And you're not going to realize how pathetic you look until you decenter yourself from them. Remove yourself from them. Man is there. They're so common. It's so ordinary that whether man or whether not man, don't let that affect who you are. Because men are so common. They're so rubbish. And I say that as someone who's about to get married. They're not all that. Everybody has a man. It's nothing special. And because I'm speaking for someone who Maybe it was the ugly duckling growing up, you know, men didn't really approach me like that. So that when you do become an adult and suddenly you get approached by a man, you suddenly forget who you are. I promise you, men are always there. Whether you're ugly, whether you're not ugly, whether you think you're ugly, whether you're actually ugly, it doesn't matter. Men will always be there. So remove yourself from men. Stop making men the center of your world, and your life will be better. I promise you. Hey, this just I'm shaking.
And online, it seems like there are a lot of black women that are saying that black women love tearing black women down. A recurring point in this backlash was this narrative.
Like, you lot are hella gleeful that this woman, this mother, that her life is not all like roses. Like, I don't understand how you lot could be so happy to see another woman kind of being torn down. That's crazy. Especially a woman who hasn't done anything to you personally. I mean, if she's done something to you personally, I could understand it. But like, we're all just people on the internet. Like, why would I be happy to see another black woman?
But let's address the elephant in the room. Annie's audience is primarily black women. With that comes praise and criticism. It's inevitable. Let's not act like critique is hate. Annie created this platform for black women, so naturally, those same black women will hold her accountable when her actions don't align with her words. And let's zoom out for a second. The phenomenon of hate louder than love isn't exclusive to black women. It's a universal internet reality. But hate? That's a stretch. This is accountability.
Took responsibility for your actions, right?
And I don't want to talk about this without talking about the man in question. He made it quite clear he wanted an abortion, citing a prior agreement with Annie. His role as a deadbeat dad is undeniable, yet Annie fought over him and stayed silent about his responsibility. The man moved on swiftly, and yet Annie continues to stir the pot. Why are you fighting the lady? Why are you not fighting the man? He is the one that is responsible for taking care of your child.
You guys were fighting over this. Yeah, right.
Finally, and this one's crucial, never ever, like I always say on my channel, put influencers on a pedestal. Here's the reality: the online world is full of facades. Annie's story is just another example of why we should stop idolizing these personalities. People are messy, and the ones who get exposed are just the tip of the iceberg. Keep that in mind the next time you see someone sharing their perfect life online. Anyway, I am on the road to 1K. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Mwah.